Right, I should probably unmute before I start talking. I'm a professional. Sam, you should probably unmute too.
Yeah, well, I am I'm a little busy right now, so
Dang it, Sam. Oh wait, me. Gosh, me. I thought you were doing
As
a
a
bit. You might
Metroid
actually
fan,
be busy.
as a Metroid fan, I also understand that this can be a very busy thing. So, my heart goes out to both of you all.
No, yeah, Zero Mission is a game where a lot of things happen very quickly, and that's just that's vanilla. So I mean, we're randomizing it here. It's there's going to be a lot to keep track of.
Well, with that, good luck both of you guys, and go ahead and introduce yourselves and introduce the runners.
And Sam's going to set up, so I guess I'll handle it. So hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Metroid Zero Mission Randomizer. This is a 100% they're going to be getting everything. My name is Crunchy Lex. Sam the Digital will be joining me here momentarily once he finishes a thing. And today we have two of the longtime legends of the GBA Metroid community. We have rossu123 and John Unfill, both excellent players, and they're going to be showing us what they've got here as they go around trying to find all the stuff and as fast as possible. All right, Sam may or may not be back. The fun thing.
All right.
Hi, back. I'm Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, son. So I just gave everyone the quick down low. It's just, you know, Sam and Ross have been around for a long time. This is Zero Mission Hundo Randomizer, and yeah, ZM is a heck of a game normally. So with a little bit of randomized element to it, there's going to be a lot going on.
Yeah, early on, they're going to probably explore all of Twin Star here. Checking that out, I guess. I hope I didn't mess up and make this seed unbeatable. That would be funny.
That's certainly a word you could use to describe it, yes.
But no, so the one thing I told the runners here is that they're going to have access to bombs early, just to make this bearable early on. Otherwise, it takes a long time to find bombs, and it's not really a fun race category. So John is going to go right into to the long beam area, and that's a bit of a gamble. You could soft block your game there, but he gets missiles, which is fortunate.
Yeah, because you need missiles to be able to break these blocks without the long beam. So if he hadn't found missiles, he would have already been forced to take a reset. So that's a bit of fortuitous luck for John there. Now Ross facing off against the worm here. Normally it gives you charge beam, but today it's going to give him an energy tank. Hey, survivability never goes amiss.
Yeah, it's great.
It is interesting to note, though, that he did get the worm attacked John on the way over because he has missiles, opposed to Ross, who had to get missiles and then run back over to get it to activate. One of those fun little things that happens with item flags in this game.
Yep. So we're not going to see them going into a grid right away because they do know that bombs are going to be here, so there's no reason to go to the right yet.
Yeah, they did see the power bombs in the ceiling, so at the very least they know that those are there. As to whether or not they'll actually find like the standard bombs. Because I'm trying to think. Morph Ball is in its vanilla location. Is there anything else in the seed that's going to be in its vanilla location?
Generally speaking, no, and Morph Ball doesn't need to be in its vanilla location. You could have Space Jump there too.
Oh, that's a good point.
They had a seed just earlier that had that. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the important thing is that they have to be able to morph under that tunnel one way or another, but the morph ball does not have to be where it's in its normal location. It could be in the ceiling.
John struggling in the high room a little bit, but he got through it.
And Ross having a big struggle in the hive room. And there's power bombs.
Yeah, so they're going to have to be a little careful here. John trying to decide where to go. So with power bombs, you can get stuck because you don't have the ammo to get out. So you want to make sure not to soft block there. Like, for example, if he stayed in there without any power bombs, he'd be soft locking. He'd have to.
Yeah, and that's definitely one of the easier soft locks to accidentally find yourself in any Metroid randomizer, which is use power bombs in place of regular bombs, and then next thing you know, you're out of power bombs and you just can't go anywhere anymore. You have to retake the reset. So I expect them to probably be taking safety saves where they can get them without going out of the way, just in case, especially early on.
To be sure, though, they do know they're not gonna. If they do get soft lock, bombs are promised to be in Brinstar upgrade, so it should not be a huge issue.
I guess thank goodness for small blessings, as they say.
Yeah. Sorry, 1 second.
It's all good. And John closing in here on the vanilla bomb location. We're going to see if there's anything major here. If it's just going to be perhaps just another weapon tank, another missile tank. Boo. Opting not to check to see what's on the left there, because he only has one power bomb, so he kind of wouldn't be able to go up there and grab it. I thought he might actually just check it to see what it is, but opting not to. Actually, no, he wouldn't have been able to, because then he wouldn't have been able to kill the bugs. So they play more randomizer than I do. That much. Oh, Ross actually opting to do it. It's a vanilla missile tank, but now how? Oh, he had two power bombs. Oh, my reading skills. Oh my goodness, the bugs don't actually lock that door. Wow, there's a few more things that have changed since I played early randomizer. Because I played this way back when, and it seems there's been a few changes to the logic since.
Yeah, now there's a lot more customization you can do with the randomizer. It's really good, actually.
Excellent.
But, yeah, right now they're struggling to find bombs. And you really need bombs to progress. It's really hard to find them.
Most definitely. Thankfully, they do have a few checks left in Brinstar here. And oh, is that? Oh, John, finding bombs, standard bombs. That's a big find. Hopefully Ross is heading the same place, but if not, he's going to be having a bit more of a struggle.
Yeah, now the question is, where do they go next? This is going to be interesting. A lot of the times, people are going to go into Kraid just because if you go through Kraid, it will open up more areas. But that's not necessarily what you need to do. Or you could go to the top of Brinstar. That's another option. But
yeah, it seems to be what John is doing here.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what Ross does.
I suppose my other thought was John could have possibly been opting to go just do Ridley early, but that's still leaving a lot of Norfair checks off the table he can't do.
Yeah, Ridley early is really risky. Usually people will opt to go to Kraid first, just because you don't lock yourself out of Kraid if you want to go back through Ridley. Because you can get there through Norfair also.
Yeah, that's the big problem with Ridley, is just that it's so out of the way. You have to commit to going there, and then you really don't want to have to go back there later if you can help it. Oh, Ross having a bit of a struggle with the bomb jumps. Actually opted to use his supers to kill those waivers because they can... Because honestly, that bomb jump with the waivers still alive is actually very challenging.
Yeah, it really is. It's definitely a reset spot for people on regular runs.
I am surprised Ross did not go back and get that super missile pickup,
Maybe he's looking to heal later? I don't know.
That's a good point. This Zero mission does actually offer something that's actually you don't really see in other Metroids, which is the whatchamacallit, the Chozo statues do give you refills.
We got time for a quick donation?
Absolutely.
Sweet, I got two here. $100 from the Marksman saying, love the marathon, keep up the good vibes. So thank you very much to the Marksman. And we got $77 from Emily Nix with no comment. So thank you guys very much for the donations. We are almost only $200 away from our $15,000 goal, so get those donos in. It's going to be a fantastic day when we can reach that $15,000 goal. Anyway, back to you guys.
Close. Everybody, thank you so much for your generosity. I mean, I've just been watching this and just been floored by just all y'all just really coming out here. And I tried to do two things at once, and I got distracted again. Sam, please help.
So, not much has happened. They were waiting for bugs. This room is pretty notorious. There's a bunch of RNG and there's a lot of waiting. I kind of wish that the randomizer removed these bugs, but there's not much we can do about it at the moment. Oh, power grip.
Power grip.
So, Crunchy, can you tell us about how good power grip is?
Power grip is an incredible item in the sense that you think it's worthless until you do your first randomizer. Then you realize how much you became dependent on it. There are so many things that are easier when you can grab ledges, especially if you don't have high jump. You can use it to grab ledges to climb up, and on top of that, you can also use it to get into morph tunnels that might be just a little bit too high. It's just an extremely useful item.
Yeah, it is so good, and especially when you see it early, you don't have to struggle with bomb jumps everywhere. It's such a good.
I seem to remember having a very bad experience involving not having power grip, not having space jump or high jump, and having to do the escape with only bombs.
Oh yeah, that's miserable.
It was nightmarish.
Another factor is if you don't have it by the time you enter Ridley. Okay, interesting. Anyway, if you don't have it by the time you enter Ridley, you will have a lot of problems with the puzzle rooms there, and it can burn a lot of time if that happens.
Oh yeah, definitely. In Kraid you can make do, especially since they have bombs, but in Ridley you do not want to be going in there without power grip if you can help it.
Oh yeah. So I think they've both roughly done the same sort of thing, right? So far, right?
Yeah, they've been more or less following a very similar route here. I think that Ross opted to go back and get that missile tank in the bomb room, though. It looks like John's already just sprinting ahead, heading almost certainly to Kraid at this point.
Did John get that missile? I'm hoping he did.
John, I might have looked away for a moment. I don't think he did.
If he didn't and he forgot it, well, that's no good. Hopefully he remembers.
Okay, so chat letting us know that he did in fact get it, so we are good then.
All right, I wasn't sure. So it looks like John is indeed going into Kraid area, which is a smart choice. Really, just when you kill the boss and when you collect a certain item, you can go to the rest of the Kraid area. It just unlocks all of it. But it looks like Ross is opting different. He's just going to Norco, which is different. It's definitely not what I used to see.
Yeah, it's definitely a curious twist. I guess he's probably maybe opting to see if he can become like better equipped before he starts trying to do bosses, and hopefully take them out faster.
Yeah, there's that, and he's also gambling that there aren't as many items here. If he can find some stuff here, he might gain a lead over John. Another thing is that you can take an alternate path through Kraid, and you can skip the Kraid fight entirely if you want by speed boosting through, if you happen to find it somewhere else.
Ooh, yeah, that would be useful, because Kraid is one of those fights where they have 2 supers already, and if they had 4 supers, Kraid is an absolute joke of a fight, but otherwise, Kraid can genuinely be a challenging fight that loses you a lot of time if anything goes wrong.
Well, it's not so much that if something goes wrong, necessarily, it's that if you skip the fight, you skip the long cutscene, and it's so fast to just skip him dying. That's the word. Yeah. Him dying takes longer than killing him. It's kind of funny.
No, yeah, Kraid is a little bit too dramatic, just standing there just waggling his tiny arms around like a T-Rex flailing in the wind.
Yeah.
John taking care of the acid worm there. Yes, we are aware it is lava. Don't ask questions. Getting the missiles. Yeah, they're going to be finding a lot of missile tanks. It's probably going to be the overwhelmingly most common thing they find, just like in pretty much any other Metroid random. Just missiles are everywhere. But they are still useful. Having if you don't have enough of them, you will feel the burn, especially in places like Turian.
Well, to be fair, they don't have to do it. Super missiles are going to be a lot, generally speaking.
Oh, they don't have to do Turian, but they could. They could do it for the fans.
They could, if they feel like it. I don't think we'll see it, though, unfortunately.
Oh, dang, we don't get to see the suffering.
So it looks like Ross has not found anything yet. Neither has John. They've found no majors, which is a little concerning. We really want to find them because in Zero Mission anyway, majors really open up the map.
Yeah, Zero Mission is interestingly enough a game that was kind of designed out of the box to have a lot of just different routing you can do. There's a whole lot of just hidden stuff involving like screw attack and bomb blocks. But as a result, it also means that there's very, very little in the sense of sequence breaking you can do. So just you need the items to open the paths. And I didn't actually mention it before, but anyone who has perhaps not encountered this game before, this is Metroid Zero Mission, which is a Game Boy Advance game, which was an enhanced remake of the original NES Metroid. Oh my gosh, John tackling the most boring room in the game here. I think he's going for some speedy strats. Yep, there he goes. Oh my gosh, the Ripper getting in the way.
This is one of the rooms that Ross is in. Having power is a real blessing. It's miserable to use bombs there.
Yeah, very much so. Especially since, as you can see right there, parts of the ground do break away when you do use bombs, so...
Yeah. Inner room coming up is also one of the spots where not having is well, this room right. Oh, no, wait, no, Ross is going to the next room first.
Well, he does have a lot of E-tanks, so doing hell runs is not something that he really has to worry about.
Yeah. In this game, in general, Varia suit is not very useful.
Yeah, all it really does is protect you from heated rooms and reduce damage slightly, which, honestly, at the level at which these two are playing, the damage is not really a concern, and they know how to deal with hell rooms with minimal health, so it's... Various suit is just kind of almost a wasted find. Alright, here we go. John about to face off with Kraid, who here he is, standing up, ready to dance. And that was Kraid. Thanks for playing.
What a difficult fight. They make it look easy, but it's actually pretty hard.
Yeah, no. If you don't have three supers, Kraid can be a definite challenge.
Yeah, John has a lot of problems with them about super missiles.
Fortunately, he has not found Speed Booster yet, so he just has to go back out the way he came instead of just charging boldly through the wall. Also means he doesn't get access to Shine Sparks to cover these vertical rooms more quickly, but that... Oh gosh! Having a bit of a struggle here. And it looks like Ross is in fact going to be opting to go do Ridley first.
I wonder if he's going to clean up anything else before he goes into Ridley. He could opt to go through the heated rooms up here and to the high jump area, which is another idea.
It's true. Oh, I think you might be right. I think you're absolutely right. Very good call, Sam. Because goodness knows there are plenty of other things he can still check in Norfair before he heads down into Ridley, if that is in fact what he decides to do next. And with that much health and bombs, he's really got next to nothing to worry about in this lengthy hell run here. This room can definitely be a bit of a nail biter if you're actually doing just the vanilla speedrun for Hundo, but here, with that many E-tanks, just bomb jumps on... Okay, thanks for almost making a liar out of me, Ross. I was about to say bomb jumps on point, then he immediately bounces the wrong way. Thanks. Yeah, thankfully this particular little route of item grabbing here will eventually take Ross right back to that vertical shaft near where he was before. So it's just a bunch of item checks and then he's ready to go back into Ridley if he wants.
So he in this area, it's a little unfortunate. We have to.
Ooh!
Oh, Ross is happy.
Yeah,
yeah,
found
this
gravity
area is.
suit.
So he's not going to die, and he can go through lava now, which opens up a few items. But he's gonna have to backtrack to this area later because screw attack is necessary to get that item.
Yep, because that spot where Ross found gravity suit is actually even a little location of screw attack. So generally going back, use screw attack to break through a fair number of blocks to find some more items. But without it, he cannot get those yet. I mean, thankfully, a lot of the map areas in Zero Mission, like I said before, are interconnected just because the game was designed around just a whole lot of route it however you want sort of thing. But it's just a matter of you still need certain items to do it, and screw attack is a really big one.
Fun fact: there used to be in Japan there was this tournament back in the day to see who could beat the game the fastest, and there were prizes and stuff really early on in the game. Games. Oh wow!
Ooh. Oh, that's a huge find.
Yeah, that's gonna open so much up. And he found Speed Booster first, so potentially he has a huge lead over John.
Yeah, no, Speed Booster is enormous, not just because, well, it makes you run faster, but being able to Shine Spark and just the things that it opens up, especially in Ridley. In Ridley, it's a huge deal, because that's the one thing you want to have when you go down Ridley along with Power Grip, to be able to clear it out.
Yeah, he also wants to have Wave Beam, hopefully, for one specific item. He doesn't need it, but it would help a lot. But it's going to help clear out just about everything now. There's so much that Speed Booster opens up.
Yeah, this definitely puts Ross into a very strong position to pull very far into the lead if he can really capitalize on it. But he's definitely having to take advantage of the bombs and Varia. That's whatever.
Yeah, not very useful, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you got Varia, congratulations. It doesn't do anything your current suit doesn't already do better. Woo.
Yeah, there are some modifications we could do to the randomizer to make it more interesting, like doing something like Super Metroid, where Varia helps you with go through heated rooms and maybe give us less energy to go through heated rooms. You know, maybe half energy. Heated rooms do more damage. So something like that. There are things we could do, but we would have to edit the game somewhat to make that work.
Yeah, no. Like, if anyone was familiar with ESM, Randall, yeah, this is not that. The Varia is very much just kind of a wasted item pickup, especially if you have gravity already.
Oh, John. I wonder if he's going to Chisodia. Nah, we don't get to see early Chisodia.
Oh, shucks. It seems like they're... Actually, no, I was about to say they're generally doing the same route here, but John has already taken care of Parade, which Ross has not, so...
Yeah, but Ross will be able to skip the crate fight if he routes it properly, I think. Like, if he goes into crate area after this... Wait, he didn't do it, though. I don't know, I guess there... Oh, wait, no, he doesn't have the zip lines. He doesn't have gravity, so never mind, man.
It's fine, don't worry about it. But it definitely does mean that it'll be... Because, I mean, John did have a very quick crate fight, since he did have the supers. But, okay, so he just... Looks like he just wanted to do a visual check, but is opting to go up there and get that E-Tank after all.
Wait, what is Ross? Oh wait, no, Ross can't go through that area because he doesn't have wave, so he has to go all the way back here. He was hoping to get wave beam or something.
He tried.
I wonder if he's gonna go to go to Kraid like I thought he was originally. Nope.
If he does, he is going to have to go all the way around. He can't take the shortcuts without screw attack.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He needs screw attack.
Something that I remember all too well from someone trying to do early wave in a tournament race and then not being able to screw attack through those blocks. Yeah, that's one of the, I think, the most enjoyable things about the ZM Mirando is that there's a lot of things that even when you play this game a lot that you just kind of take for granted. It's like, I know what I'm doing, no problem, but you don't really realize just how certain items are needed to traverse through certain rooms until you try it and you realize, oh wait.
Yeah.
That's honestly part of the fun though. This randomizer definitely puts your game knowledge to the test.
Especially if you don't get bombs really, then it becomes a real challenge. I wonder what Ross is going to do. He's not going into Ridley, so
I think it might just be heading back to Kraid.
Oh no,
he's not.
So he's going to collect these items. I see. Makes sense.
Okay, yeah. He doesn't have charge, and he can't do anything fancy there. Yeah, I think we'll. Okay, from in there I thought, wait, he's going to skip that and go straight down to Ridley? Nah, looks like he's also going to be doing the middle North Air cleanup here, so he's only a little bit away from getting gravity and speed booster for himself, most likely here. Looks like that those checks didn't really give anything particularly super useful to Ross, just a little bit more ammo, but.
So, okay, it looks like Ross is going to go into Ridley area now.
Oh, looks like John is going to be going. It looks like he's just going to go into Ridley. He did not go left. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's going straight into Ridley. Ooh, a spicy choice.
And with the knowledge we have, it's going to give Ross a really, really decent lead, especially if he can find wave beam in here. If Ross can find wave beam in here, it's going to be a huge lead for Ross.
Yeah, no, it's really unfortunate that John doesn't know what Ross found, because that's going to give Ross such a huge chance to pull away here, even with John already having beaten Kraid. But it really just comes down to what John finds in Ridley.
Yeah, if wave beam isn't here, it's going to be a much more close race. But the thing is, with wave beam, you need to, unless they know some really, really advanced techniques, you need wave beam to clear the Ridley area. And having to go back here, like we mentioned before, it's really sick.
Yeah, Ridley is one of the most out of the way areas. You pretty much, there's one way you come in, one way you leave, and you try to not come down here more than once if you can help it.
Oh!
Oh! Still definitely trying to conserve supers, though. They do make the Ridley fight easier, not to say that it's a particularly difficult fight, but super just makes it even less difficult.
Ross missing the gap there. That's fine, though. It's not a big deal. It's a little awkward without high jump. These runners are usually have specific items when going into this area.
Yeah. All right. And also, this also means that John is not going to be able to go down there and check the two items down there in that puzzle room. He does not have speed boost, or he does not have ice beam. Looks like neither of them is checking in. All right.
I wonder why Ross isn't checking in.
Yeah, that's surprising me a little bit. Oh, I guess he wanted to get that one first, perhaps? Yeah, he's going back for it, it looks like.
Oh, that's actually a smart idea from Ross, just checking to see if it's something useful for the next room coming up.
Oh, I like that setup. I like that setup a lot, actually. Skipping the map and just jumping through the door. And wait, what was that? That looked important.
Oh, it is important. It is high jump. It is.
Ooh. I couldn't see what the item up top was, but high jump is a very good find here.
Yeah, it's required to. I guess Ross is playing it safe, but high jump is required to get a few items and helps you jump faster. Coincidentally.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't just make you jump higher, but it also just makes Samus's vertical speed faster, so jumping vertically is quicker. So this is definitely putting Ross into a very, very strong position here. Oh, space jump!
Yeah, space jump is not the best item in the world, but it does help you go a little faster.
It certainly doesn't go amiss, especially if you don't have high jump yet, which John does not.
Okay, so Ross is going to check this item here. So it's a gamble. If it's a wave beam, it's nice, but if it's not wave beam, he's not going to really be able to collect the next item. So I might have potentially skipped this, but we'll see.
It's just a missile.
Yeah, it's a missile.
We'll see, he's opting to get it anyway, though.
Well, yeah, he's going to get this one, but the next one is the tricky part.
Oh yeah, for sure. So if wave beam is hidden in one of these puzzle rooms, this is looks like Ross is opting not to check the other puzzle room.
Yeah, he knows it's not going to be wave beam there. It's one of the things in logic. It would be kind of ridiculous to have most people try to get away from there. It's a dumb trick. It's pixel perfect. So.
Okay, so humorously enough, it seems that having Speed Booster here has actually turned out to not really give Ross any benefits. There hasn't really been anything major in those locations, so he was able to do the checks, but he didn't really get anything out of it. And John has already finished off Ridley. So honestly, despite the fact that Ross was in a very strong position coming into Ridley, I think that doing all those extra checks may have actually just ended up costing him more time than it saved him. So I guess we'll see what happens after Ross finishes Kraid.
Well,
and there's the wave beam.
Yeah, I think Ross is going to have a pretty big advantage here once he finds that wave beam.
Definitely puts him in a good spot.
Yep. We'll see. Ross still needs to find Screw Attack to be in go mode and to be able to get everything in the game. So there's that.
Yeah, and I get the feeling that John is probably going to go and do his Norfair cleanup now. So he's actually in pretty good shape to make up a lot of time here if he can just do that Norfair cleanup quickly. So this is definitely this is Ross's advantage to lose, for lack of a better way of putting it. But it's definitely going to come down to see how John handles Norfair and what Ross does moving forward here. And it's too bad I didn't have the buttons so that everyone could enjoy the Song of Ridley's People twice. You're only gonna have to enjoy it once. So everybody, please listen, because Ridley has been practicing this song all week. Somebody get that man a record contract. Gosh, it appears my nonsense has killed Sam. I'm so sorry, Sam. Oh no, he's just muted again. Okay, never mind. Scratch that. So that Ross is finished cleaning up Ridley here. He's going to be on his way out. He's probably heading to Kraid at this point. Still doesn't have Screw Attack, so he's going to have to go all the way back up through Brinstar to do it. But he's real. You can tell he's feeling himself right there, finding Wave Beam, liking that. But now John is doing that cleanup. He's going to be moments away from getting Gravity and Speed Booster for himself, so things are going to start converging pretty quickly here. It's just a matter of time to see who can find Screw Attack and just get rolling to the end game first. like Sam said. Getting past those rocket rippers. And John, oh, so close to getting a refill glitch. And, oh, Ross opting to check this. This could be a... What's he... Oh, he has to do this to get to the top puzzle room. If Screw Attack is in that puzzle room, then at that point Ross is more or less just kind of walking away with things. But I guess we'll see what's here. Oh, dang it. That's a 4-frame jump there. No, it's difficult no matter how many times you do it. Oh, it's just a super missile. I think he might opt to just... Okay. Ross not feeling it right now, but he might opt to go get that. Super missiles are extremely useful in this game. Oh my goodness, just having a struggle. Meanwhile, John, moments away from getting himself that speed booster. Ross getting those supers, though. Supers are something you can never have. How many supers is enough supers? I'll let you know when we find it.
Yeah, there's never enough supers.
Never enough. Alright, John now has speed booster. Puts him in real good shape. Now he's just on the hunt for Screw Attack, probably, almost certainly.
John gets to do a lot of space boost tricks that Ross didn't get to do.
And there he goes. Flying through the air with the greatest of ease. And I'm definitely curious to see what John's going to opt to do next, because since he's already has both of the bosses dead, he can just pretty much go wherever the heck he pleases at the moment. Oh, we still have to do a couple of checks in the bottom parts of Norfair here. Not Lower Norfair, this isn't Super Metroid. Ooh, getting to see this room here we don't usually get to see from Ross. I believe there was an item that he was not able to get before because of not having wave, I want to say.
You're right. He could not get an item next to them, the Imago larvae, so he's gonna go get the item. Then we'll see what he does.
Also, they're both somewhat on the way to the same items here, though John's going to come down here and do these checks since he has not done those yet. Ross got them much earlier. So we're actually getting us we're actually getting a little bit of a locational overlap here. All the difference is that John is one boss ahead at this point. Fun with power bombs. You're really not supposed to have them yet. Oh, it's only a missile. I don't know. I think I'm feeling at this point John actually has gained the edge.
That's tough. I think Ross still has a bit of an edge, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's really just going to come down to who's going to find the last bits of progression they need to go mode.
Ross is a little confused here. I think he doesn't know where the item he has to get is.
Well, there's definitely a lot to keep track of. Even with the map, it's not super duper big in Zero Mission. There's still a lot of checks you have to keep straight.
Yeah, it looks like Ross is going to go into Crater. At least so I would assume.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel that's probably the strongest move right now. Because he doesn't know what's in there right now. He has no idea what John has already done, and he needs to take care of Kraid at some point, so might as well.
Yeah, and that's one advantage that John has. He might not have gotten Speed Booster early, but he has a lot more knowledge than Ross does about the seed.
Yeah, I will say one thing, as someone pointed out, which I actually forgotten about that, one advantage, Ross does have high jump, which does make his vertical speed faster, but high jump is not something you strictly speaking need to finish the game. It just makes things easier. especially with space jump.
Yeah.
And John is, oh no! This is the move. This is where John's going to be losing that time that it looked like he might have had an edge on. He's coming back down here to do all these checks, not realizing that there's nothing there that he needs. Oh goodness. Now the question is, is he going to be able to do them faster than Ross did?
Yeah, and I wonder where Screw Attack is. That's going to be really important.
At this point, it feels like it's almost certainly going to have to be in Chozodia or the Pirate Mothership, but where?
Yeah, you might be right, and depending on who finds it when, it could be important to get winning this race too.
Oh gosh, that's right. And someone pointing out the thing that I have completely forgotten. This is 100%, so they do have to find everything. Oh, and John does not quite get his jump there. Goodness.
Yeah, we don't really do any percent for this game because it's just kind of get power bombs, get to the end of the game. It's not very interesting. We talked about how all the routes there are so many routes to beat the game. So it's not that interesting to just beat the game, even if we don't get power bombs early. There's just not a whole lot. You don't check very many items. With 100%, you have to check everything. You have to route things, and it makes things kind of fun, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Well, at this point, I'm feeling that John probably would have been a better served if he just grabbed the map and just. But that's admitting defeat, and John is not going to admit defeat here.
Oh, absolutely not. That's not John's style.
Nope.
He likes to keep things spicy. Except...
I thought that was more your thing, Sam.
Well, food. I love spicy food, but...
Oh no!
John likes everything spicy except for food. I am very risk-adverse when it comes to speedrun strats.
Ooh, Ross had a little bit of slop there, and a whole bunch of missiles tinking off the acid worm there, but it's alright, because he just has missiles to spare right now. And John's actually already almost done cleaning up Ridley at this point. He just has to do those 2 puzzle rooms, and did he check the side hopper room, the one down below, earlier? I don't think he did.
I don't know.
And actually, not to mention, I just realized that Ross does have one check he can do in Kraid that John couldn't do. He can check the one at the bottom of the AWS room because he has gravity. John didn't when he came through Kraid. So if that's an important item there, that's going to be huge for Ross to get it this early.
Another thing to consider is that Ross can collect every item in Kraid here, so he doesn't have to revisit this area.
Yeah. Although Kraid is definitely one that's more advantageous to put off until later just because there are multiple points of access to it, as opposed to Ridley.
This is true.
Okay, there we go. My view of the stream minimized momentarily there, and I'm just like, hang on a second, I don't want to see it in an eye strain of vision. Give it back to me big. And let's see what's down here at the bottom. Ah, missile tank. Nothing super fancy, but John is going to have to come back and get that. Gosh, this corridor, this horizontal corridor through Norfair is one that I have genuinely not run through myself since I was a child. So it's just so bizarre to see it in Rando.
Yeah, you really don't see it very often. It's only for niche categories that you would see this. It's not a very useful area for speedruns. Ross going through boring room here, and it is a lot more fun when you have speed boost for it.
Yeah, no kidding. Actually, at that point, it's almost kind of like a dad room, because, you know, dad's things that were boring when you were a kid become exciting when you're a dad.
Yeah, I guess so.
Looks like John was trying to take the shortcut there, but is just going back around after it instead. I guess there's something else we might have forgotten to check, because, I don't know, going back into Kraid through that shortcut probably would have been the fastest move here. I wonder what he knows that I'm forgetting.
Yeah, I wonder. Maybe he's trying
that's
to go
right!
through it that way?
Dang it, we were talking about it earlier! He needs screw attack! God!
Oh, yeah.
Where is my brain today?
Oh, yeah, okay, that's what he's doing. Okay. I think my brain is gone too.
Oh boy, we are both so well equipped to handle this.
Yeah.
Oh dang, Ross just not quite getting the distance to activate the speed booster here. There we go. First try.
Oh, yeah. And Ross, as I was talking about, he gets to skip the Kraid fight completely, so.
Which is a pretty nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And he also gets to do his escape quicker by virtue of having the ability to shine spark.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice space boost there.
I'm a little disappointed that he didn't shine spark, because he could have shined spark back here.
Trying to keep you guessing. Gosh, imagine opening your map in a speedrun.
Yeah, they're doing that to check their items, by the way. Just making sure.
No,
There are ways to cheese it, but fortunately these guys are not going to cheese it too much. And even then, it could be misleading, because you could check to see where the majors are, and then there are a lot of useless major items. So, you know, charge beam, long beam.
Actually, someone asked an interesting question that I've actually never encountered in my times doing this. Do you need to kill Mother Brain in order to be able to access ruined Turian from the rear entrance?
No, the check for ruined Turian is I don't remember exactly what it is, but I'm pretty sure that it is killing Charlie, if I remember correctly.
Okay, yeah.
Charlie's the Chozo ghost, guys, by the way, sorry.
Okay, so that was actually one thing I was actually not 100% clear on there, by which I mean 0% clear on, but now I've added a 1 and a 0 in front of that, so we're in good shape.
Yeah. Looks like John is going to go do... Oh, he has screw attack, by the way. I wonder where he got that. I wasn't paying attention.
Sam, we are just killing it right now.
That's alright.
Okay, so he just got it. Oh, an Ice Beam! Ice Beam right outside the entrance to Chozodia here, so... Did John manage to get that as well? I'd imagine he did, if he depending on where he entered. But he's not shooting. I can't tell.
Okay, so I think the screw attack was at the other entrance of Ridley.
Okay, John does have ice.
Yeah, so Ross is probably going to find screw attack a little later. Because he has to go through the other entrance. He's probably going to go through Chozodia now, so it's going to take him a while. Meanwhile, John is pretty much in go mode. He can go anywhere he wants now.
John doesn't have ice apparently, so I don't know. His beam looked whitish blue to me. Then again, I guess I could just, I don't know. My eyesight could be getting even worse than ever, which is a really bad sign.
Fortunately,
Sam,
he doesn't need ice beam. But,
Sam, I'm scared. My vision's getting worse. I found more white hairs again today. What do I do?
How old are you, Crunchy? You're in your 30s, right? You're still young. Don't worry about it.
Thanks, Sam.
My mom went all white when she was in her 20s, so you know, it could be worse.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you, Sam. Oh my gosh, John looks very stylish in what is that? He looked like he was wearing a ketchup costume there for a moment. But John first to make it to Charlie. Thankfully, Charlie is just kind of more of just wasting time. In rando, you've already got your upgrades. Not like in
So, these guys are going to have a few small problems with the pirates here. Normally you'd have, it's not Spacer, is it? What is it called?
Plasma.
Yeah, that's it. Normally you'd have Plasma, but these guys are going to have to work to kill the pirates now.
Yeah, Plasma is another one of those beams that is very nice to have because it pierces through enemies and does damage per frame, but you don't need it, so... Wait, this is a 100%! Come on.
Ross forgot that you needed power bombs to from the other side to access that area.
Oh no!
So that's what that looked like.
Yeah, so somebody asking about the concept of perhaps having progressive beams, but then the problem with that... I mean, that'd be kind of interesting, but the problem with that is that the beams are not really designed to, guess, specifically be gotten in a specific order. Each of them just adds different functionality and damage, so there's not really an order of progression to them, so to speak. Which, in case anyone's wondering, Wave shoots through walls, Charge does what it says on the tin, Ice freezes things, and Plasma pierces through enemies.
I wonder who's in the lead, by the way, Crunchy. I have no idea.
It's pretty tough. I think at this point, John might have just the slightest edge by virtue of having gotten Screw Attack earlier. Because that's gonna, at that point, that opens up a lot of shortcuts. A lot of shortcuts.
Yeah, and I don't know if Ross has completed less than John has at this point. It's hard to tell. John still has crate to do. That's right. It's hard to keep track with this game sometimes.
Oh, he has a couple of items left to get in crate, but he already killed crate. Yeah,
that's true. But yeah, it's hard to keep track with these randomizers. People can be going just about anywhere.
For sure.
100%.
And there's John getting Ice, which is a very good find. He is now ahead of Ross in terms of majors. Yeah, John still needs to revisit Kraid, and he's probably on his way to do Ruin Turian right now. There's very little reason not to. We're just going to do the Mingli Power Bomb check and then do Turian. Ruined is my guess. Yep, that's what it looks like. And just missiles at Mingli, nothing fancy. But still, at this point with Screw Attack and Ice, I don't think there's anything really closed off to John. At this point, he's just trying to figure out the most efficient routing.
Yeah, John pretty much just has to collect items and he's done. Ross still has to find Screw Attack, which is Screw Attack is the item entering Chizodia.
Yeah. Ooh, and there's Long Beam.
The most useful beam.
Well, of course, it makes your beam. It's like your beam, but long.
Yeah, and it adds damage, I think.
I'd imagine so, but that's actually I've never actually thought about that.
Somebody, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember for sure.
I mean, because the rule of thumb is generally that every new beam adds damage to your base beam. So is Mother Brain just always... That's an interesting question. After you beat Charlie, what happens if you enter Turian through the main entrance?
It would be Ruin Turian, I think.
Alright. Yeah, here's where we're going to see Ross loses a bit of time here, because John can just screw attack through those blocks. And there's the charge beam.
Ross messed up the... Oh, right. Okay, this is actually pretty hard without a screw attack. That's right.
Yeah, it really it is. And normally you can just go straight through those blocks. He's going to have to... Oh my gosh, Ross is going to have a real bad time here, not being able to screw attack through those blocks. I think it's little things like this, where you're just used to having screw attack normally, that are really going to... This is where Ross can potentially lose a lot of time and give John a more commanding lead here, so...
Yeah.
Oh, that was very smooth. Looks
right.
like it. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, it's tough. When you go right into the next room, I don't know if there's enough time to morph during transition.
John trying to set up to do a criteria super here, but not quite getting the distance to activate the shine charge. There we go. Gosh, it's so much easier when you have some of these movement tools.
Yeah.
And he's done with Brinstar. I guess he's probably going to head back down to Cray to get those last couple of items he needs down there.
Yeah, then he's going to loop to get the item. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Ross is honestly going to be in trouble if he doesn't come across that screw attack pretty soon. I guess it just depends on what order he decides to clear out the Chizodia and the mothership.
Yeah, I don't think he's at any real disadvantage going through most of the mothership, though, unless he goes to the end. Chizodia.
Yeah, I doubt he would. I feel like that's something you don't really go there unless you're either trying to make a bold play or you're already just heading to endgame, because it's such a long way back.
Yeah, you really have to be gambling to do that, and but it looks like Ross is going to be checking those items, so he's going...
Oh no!
I think Ross is going to go down into the starter suitless area first, but he's probably going to spend the time to fuck... What is he doing?
Having to struggle with what he's doing.
Yeah, this is going to put John in a really good spot, despite being probably behind for a while.
Yeah, no, Ross making the play to go to do those early north air checks, getting gravity and speed booster, just gave him a real big leg up early. It all really just came down to the fact that they each took a different entrance into Chozodia, and that gave John screw attack, and that's making a world of difference.
Yeah. I don't think Ross is very happy right now. Every item that isn't screw attack, he's just a little more sad.
Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, you're just kind of wondering which checks, where could it be? At this point, I'm fairly certain he's done well over half the checks in the game, so it's like, is he going to have to go to an out-of-the-way place to get it? Or is it just along the way and he just hasn't gotten there yet? And of course, just wondering, what has John found? Where is he? Oh, no! Oh, Ross! Oh, no! You can see the suffering in his face! Oh my good. And there's plasma beam that's a super tank, I want to say normally.
Yes. So now he can kill the pirates without any struggle, so that's at least, nice.
Yeah. Plasma is a very good beam to have. But oh my goodness, getting the map though, that never feels good, especially when you're being broadcast.
Did John collect everything outside of...
Yep, looks like... Oh my, he's cycling through the map. He's got everything cleared out except one area. Which I want to say is the mothership.
Yeah, so I think we have our winner, unless we forgot items.
No, he cycled through the maps. Everything was checked off except Mothership. So at this point, this is very much John's race to lose.
Yeah, I think it's over. He's checking it. We have the.
Yeah, finding Screw Attack as sooner than Ross ended up really just being the deciding factor there. Just dang.
Yeah.
Imagine choosing the wrong door and then having that be what really came down to.
Yeah, the one item that you didn't check.
Oh, it feels bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of a good like similar situation in like other randos, but I can't think of it because I mean, I can't think of anything. So maybe like if you, nah, I got nothing. I'm not exactly a rando connoisseur. I know some SM rando just enough to get myself into trouble, but not enough to make a good analogy here. Oh no, Oh, that's right. I do know me a little bit of a Link to the Past rando. Oh gosh, Ross opting to do these checks now. Yeah, this is sealing the deal right here. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. When he sees that the next item isn't Screw Attack, he is going to be in some real pain.
Oh gosh, I feel genuinely bad, especially if he decides to go and check the final E. He's going to go check the final E tank. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no.
I think at that point he's going to realize that unless John has made a huge error, he's probably in a real bad spot once he gets that tank. Well, whatever's there, rather.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's just playing it safe, going for the Shine Spark strat here.
Take a look at Ross's face.
I'm watching. I'm watching. Okay, so he's taking it in stride, but you can tell he's probably not feeling good right now.
Yeah. He knows.
Yeah, no, it's honestly, yeah, that's the thing with rando. Like sometimes if you just keep doing all the logical checks just in order, just playing it logically, at that point it basically comes down to who's playing. Oh my gosh, John just clowning right now.
Yeah.
Showing off the early powerbomb strat.
I guess it's the faster option too, right?
I mean, yeah. But no, yeah, but no, I mean, honestly, if those items had been important progressions, so like if Screw Attack had been there, Ross would have just run away with it at this point. But that's just really, you're taking a gamble on those checks, and it did not pay off for Ross in this case, unfortunately for him. But no, yeah, as Scotty's pointing out, Ross, with the round decisions he made the right calls. Like, if he's going to go out of the way, you have to do that check there, even if you have to do that check there, because it makes no sense to go all the way up there and then not check that last E-tank. So, it's just, unfortunately, just what he needed wasn't there.
You guys got time for a quick donation?
Absolutely.
This one comes from Sir Figs, and it's $15 with no comment, so thank you, Sir Figs. We're getting ever so much closer to our $15,000 goal. Just another $200 to go, and we will be top-notch. So let's get those donos in. Let's feed some kids, guys, and remember, all this is being done for No Kid Hungry. So enjoy the runs, and let's get some kids fed, guys. Thank you so much.
Goodness, I might know about you, but feeding kids seems like a really good cause to me.
Yeah, it
amen
really
to that,
does.
brother.
Alright, yeah, Ross is going to be running around here. And John is on his way here to grab those last few items and head off to Iron's Head. So John is making a beeline for the end game. It also seems that the hour marker on John's clock is cut off, so he is traveling backward through time.
So I think Ross is going to go check the item he couldn't find now.
This is going to be, I think, the look on his face. It's going to be.
Yeah.
Oh no!
He knows. I think he knows. Oh.
There it is. He's not. That's the look of. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
And he bonked the door. Oh Lord.
Yeah, now Ross is in go mode. He just has to collect a few items, and he'll be done with the game soon.
Yeah, for sure. Oh,
Yeah.
John here doing this. That space jump is always just clench-worthy for me. I don't know. It's just. I don't care how many times I see someone do it. I'm always just worried. Are they going to make it this time? Or are they going to hit one of those laser tripwires?
It's like that for speedrunners too. When we're at the end of the game, we still worry about it. And I still see people mess it up. Even the best messes it up sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, Sam, your phrasing makes it sound like I don't know what it's like to speedrun this game.
Well, I would say that you're average speedrunner in this game, but even the best messes it up.
Yeah, I know. Okay. It's like, you thought you were just gonna dunk on me, and I was ready for it.
Nah, no reason to dunk on you. You're pretty confident, right? You know your stuff.
And while we were not paying attention, John has taken care of Iron Ted and is on his way now to the escape, which is just get into a ship, but there are just 2 black pirates in the way. No big deal.
Oh no. That hurts.
Ugh. Feels bad.
John also messed up that Shine Spark, but he messed it up a little.
Yeah, he messed it up still in the Mother Brain room with that, so that's saved themselves a couple of screen transitions there.
Well, yeah, these are fast screen transitions, though, so they're not.
Oh no! That's honestly the way I always screw up that space boost as well. You want to be higher than you think you need to be, but it's just real easy to accidentally drop too low.
Yeah.
The gravity in this game is pretty heavy. Like, Samus falls pretty quickly. Especially if you're used to something like Super Metroid, the jumping in this game feels a lot heavier. Here we go, John facing up against the final 2 pirates. GG is as soon as he as soon as he jumps into the ship, and that's time for John.
And Ross is going to be making his way to the last item.
Yeah, Ross is just about done as well. Just unfortunately, that screw attack evading him for as long as it did just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang, 100% rando in 6 minutes and 48 seconds. What a legend.
Yeah. Ross could have. Why is he going through here? Oh no, never mind. I'm stupid. I thought he was skipping great area, but he's.
But now it's screw attack and everything he's got. He can take whatever route he pleases. Everything is available.
Ross using a super missile there instead of a missile. The missile will reach that, but a super missile won't because it travels slower, I think. Or is it faster? I don't know. One of the.
I always thought they traveled faster, but then again, I'm also, I guess, more familiar with the missile speed of Fusion and SM than I am with Zero Mission, so I don't know.
This item Ross is getting is the one item you need screw attack for.
And it's obnoxious because he passed by it twice before. Just it's right in front of where you normally get screw attack, but without screw attack you can't get it. And Now he's doing himself a check here. Looks like he's confirmed to be done. The bot is the bot is having none of the copy pastas in chat today. just nuking Nick. I will say one thing I always enjoy about doing these is that the GBA trade community always shows up in large groups in the chat, and that's always fun to have. So I am not sure how we're doing this, if John's going to come in here to say a few words or wants to chat or anything. So, but in the meantime, I guess Ross at this point is needing to figure out the most efficient way to get back to the Space Pirate Mothership to wrap things up, which I think is pretty much just taking the route he took to get here, but in reverse. You know, I don't think I ever knew there was a ball launcher down there until today.
Fun fact, we used to use that in the speedrun back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, we used to go through the opposite. We used to go through here the opposite way. We would go into Cray, then we would go back there.
Huh.
Things were different back then. We didn't.
Yeah.
We were different.
I think the most amazing thing is you could completely make up facts about how the run was back in the day, and I would have no choice but to believe you because you've just been at this.
Yeah, for such a long time. When did you join the speedrunning community, Friendship?
When did I join it? I want to say 2016 or 17? Not that long ago.
Alright.
Actually, I think it was 16. I think it was 16.
And we have John. Hello, John.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
How do you
How
feel?
you feel about your run?
Not good, but it clearly went better than what Ross did.
Well,
Did you forget something?
No, Ross
No.
had much better routing than you,
I am
except
not
for screw
surprised.
attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, he routed around screw attack in it, and then he went to check everything else, including this stuff at the end of the game.
That's, yeah, screw attack was in a really unfortunate spot.
Yeah.
Like, it's, wow. I'm not surprised. My routing was, it just felt terrible. Absolutely.
Yeah. He routed into speed booster.
Oh, yeah.
Everything
Yeah,
went.
Yeah, he found that stuff in Norfair while you were still handling Kraid, so he was in a really strong position early on.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just got off in a completely awful start. That was a ridiculous amount of time to spend in Brinstar. And then Kraid was kind of a bust. And then I took the gamble on Ridley being stacked instead of Norfair being stacked, and that was absolutely not the case.
Yeah, this is one of the more awkward saves, honestly. That I've seen a bunch of reruns, and a lot of them ended in less than an hour.
Yeah, I don't know that this could have been a sub-hour seed.
Yeah, probably not, unless you had, a lot of knowledge, honestly.
Yeah.
Routed it right into screw attack and then into
Yeah, absolutely.
middle Norfair or something.
Like even doing, I feel like even a good route for this seed isn't going to be incredible just because.
You'd have to do that trick to get through you know right next to wave that trick to shine spark through.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you would probably need, but that's asking a lot.
You know, I actually did really consider when I first went up to Chosodium, or up to Criteria, I was really thinking like, okay, maybe I should go to the right and open up that shortcut and just grab the item that's right there. And that would that would have been a really good choice.
It would have. I think Ross. I'm not 100% sure, but from the look on his face, he thought he could get there from the other side when he went there, but he couldn't. So that would have changed up a lot for him if he had been able to check it earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm shocked that this was as big of a difference. I thought there was absolutely no way I was going to come out ahead just because my routing was just so bad. But I guess that's how the randomizer goes sometimes.
Yeah. This was a really awkward seed.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Ross.
Yeah, I've been regaled with tales of your routing.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that screw attack was hidden. Like I should have just kept going with my regular route, but I knew that I was missing the screw attack item, so I was trying to find screw attack first before. I wanted to complete all of Mothership and Criteria, but then the very last item that I checked in Criteria was, in fact, the screw attack that I needed to get the screw attack item, and my routing was just really bad because of that. But it's okay.
Yeah, otherwise your route was a lot better than John's was. Like, you routed through Norfair and were really lucky, man. You have been ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing that I did was I gambled that Ridley would be stacked instead of Norfair.
Oh yeah,
and that
I was really happy to see Wave after Ridley.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty fun seed. I had fun.
It wasn't the worst. It was a very, even for a randomizer, I feel like we really had to think outside the box there for that one.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I got nothing else. It was a fun seed. I had fun running with you, John, and
yeah, absolutely.
Thanks to Sam and Crunchy for the backup. I mean, for the commentary. So
backup, eh?
Yeah. I mean, we needed a backup runner. I think you qualify, Crunchy. So.
Oh boy, that's a really bad assessment.
But yeah, no, I'm glad to actually get 100%. Because we've been practicing and I haven't been getting 100%.
Oh man, our practice runs have been absolutely all over the place.
Yeah, no 99% today. All hundreds across the board.
All 100s. Yep.
This was fun.
Yeah, is that it? I think. Do you have anything else?
No, I got nothing.
Nope.
Alrighty.
All right, GG's to both of you. Thank you very much for showing your stuff for feeding the kids.
Not a problem. Thanks for having us. SpeedGaming.
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
And Sam for commentary.
Yep. Thanks for the commentary, and thanks SpeedGaming for having us. It was really, really fun.